start page only. Oh, now is the session is live? 1 minute. Yeah, able to hear my voice? Able to hear my voice?
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay, okay then. Thank you.
To hear my voice?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yes, good afternoon everyone. So this session we are going to start about data visualization using Tableau. Tableau is specifically designed for data visualization. So in this we are going to learn why we need visualization, why we are using Tableau for visualization, and all we'll discuss in detail. So the data visualization is nothing but it is a pictorial way of representing the data. The complex things also we can able to explain in a easier way. That's why we go for data visualization. So with the help of data visualization, we can explain the things easily. The complex things also we can explain it in a easier way. Instead of doing 100 analysis, 1 or 2 diagram we can make it and explain in a easier way. That's why we go for data visualization. So through data visualization we can identify the trend, and also we can find the underlying patterns and meaningful insights, and all we can derive from the data visualization. There are different ways we can visualize the data, like by using chart, map, network diagram, time series, hierarchy, flow diagram, matrix, infographics. Like different ways we can visualize the data. So we are going to use the tool name called Tableau. So we are going to use Tableau only for data visualization. So why we go for Tableau? Why not other software? In Tableau there is no coding requires. It is simple drag and drop option. We can draw the diagram, and we can also transfer the different types of data. We can handle the different types of data: Excel, CSV, XML. Okay, and complex data also we can analyze easily in the data visualization. By using data visualization we can analyze the sales, we can do the budgeting, density analysis, categorizing, customer segmentation, and all we can analyze it easily. That's why we go for data visualization. By using data visualization we can have 3 different versions, like Tableau desktop, Tableau server, Tableau online. There are 3 different versions we have. Tableau desktop is a personalized use. Tableau desktop is a personalized use where we can understand and make the meaningful inference easily. Tableau desktop is for personalized use. We can download and use it for our own purpose. Whereas Tableau server is another version, which is client and server architectural design, where there is a one server we can connect with the multiple client. That is Tableau server. Whereas Tableau online is nothing but it is a hosted in the cloud. Tableau online is a hosted in the cloud. Okay, Tableau online is a hosted in the cloud. And when we go for Tableau online, we don't require any installation. It is a completely hosted in the cloud. We can create the account and we can draw the visualization easily. That's why we go for Tableau online. And through Tableau we can do the different visual analytics. We can do the visual analytics, and also faster way we can analyze that, and any type of data we can analyze, and we can integrate that. We can do the web analytics also we can able to make. That's why we go for the Tableau. Using Tableau we can integrate the different types of data. We can integrate that. So how we are going to install? You can go to Tableau official website. You will get the screen like this. You can give your email ID and you can download. It is a easy way you can download the Tableau. Working with Tableau, we can connect to the different types of servers, different types of files we can connect easily. Okay, so we can export the data easily, simple use case, and we can do the joins, blending, and all we can able to draw easily. So there are different types of visualizations we have. So we'll look into each and every diagram in detail. There are different types of diagram like bar graph, line graph, area chart, pie chart, scatter diagram, histogram, high-low graph, box plot, dual axis. Likewise, we have different visualization. So we'll look into each and every diagram in detail now. Okay, now if you look into that, so let me show you how the Tableau looks. So this is the Tableau application. So Tableau looks like this. 1 minute, it is loading. Yeah, Tableau looks like this. So here we can connect to the different types of files like Excel file, text file, JSON, Microsoft Access, PDF, spatial file, statistical file. We can connect to the different types of files, and we can connect to the different servers also, SQL, Oracle, Amazon, and we can connect to the different servers. So we can connect to the servers, database, and data warehouse, cloud server, like different types of servers we can able to connect in the Tableau. So first let me load the CSV file. If you want to load Excel file, we can click Microsoft Excel, or if you want to load CSV file, we can click text file. If I click text file, I can see the file. I can see these are all the CSV files. So I'm just selecting the file name called COVID-19 data and selecting open. So I'm just opening the file. Once the file is opened, we can preview the information. We can preview. We can see that whatever information we loaded, is it correct or not, we can verify, like serial number, observation date, state, country, last updated, number of confirmed case, number of depth case, recovered case. So all these things we can look into easily. We can look into now. Okay, now if you go to sheet 1, we can see the list of variables. So whatever variables are there, all the variables we can see it in the left hand side, and the variable is splitted into two modules. One is dimensions, another is measures. There are two different modules. So dimensions are nothing but the categorical variable. So measures are nothing but continuous variable. So whichever is a categorical variable, those variable is listed out under dimensions. The variable which is listed out under measures, those are all continuous variable. The continuous variables are listed out under measures. Categorical variables are listed out under dimensions. Okay, all the categorical variable we can see it in the dimensions, and continuous variable we can see it in the measures. Now in this case there is a variable name called country. So this country I'm just dragging and drop it here. So once I drag and drop the country, automatically in the data set all the country gets popped out. So this is called a dot map. So if you want to convert the dot map into field map, you can go to show me option. Here there is a field map option is there. You can click, if you click this field map option, this dot map converted into field map. Now we can see the each and every country is shaded with the colors. One minute, it is loading. Okay, each and every color country is shaded with the colors. So if we want to apply the border, can go to color and we can select border, can click border in the white color. So then we can apply the borders. So different country with different colors. Right. If you want to apply the colors to the country, you can move the country variable into color box. You can see the colors. Can see the country into the colors, and this legends we can move it into the left hand side. We can see different colors with the different countries. Okay, so is this color is giving any meaningful information? No, right? Different countries represents in different colors. So there are number of variables, how many confirmed case in each country, and depth rate and recovered case and all. For example, I am moving this confirmed case into color box, and the color gets updated. If you look into here, some of the countries only dark color is there. So dark color, which is US and China and Iran and Italy, Germany, France, Spain. So these are all the countries of more number of cases. The more number of cases in these countries only. For example, if I want to analyze only US, we can apply the filters. For example, this country variable, we can move it into filters. We can apply the filters here. I'm selecting only US out of all the country. So I'm selecting none and I am giving US. So then US only highlighted. Click apply. Then click OK. So now we can see the only US only we can able to see now. Okay, if you apply the state into colors, we can move the state into colors. We can see different states are in the US gets highlighted. Okay, different states. Now if I want to maximize the screen, you can go here plus. So I'm making this in the center position. So I'm keeping this as a center position. Decrease the size. So here I can move the state into label. These are all the different states in US, like Washington, California, Texas, and Florida, and New York, Michigan, North Carolina, South Carolina. Like we have different states. Now if I want to see which state more number of cases, we can just move the confirmed case into color. We can see that, so which country, whichever state is more dark, which is more number of cases. New York, then Texas, California, Washington, and Illinois, Michigan. These are all the places we have more number of uh, positive cases. So more number of positive cases. So more number of positive cases. So here if you look into that colors, so it is difficult to identify, right? So they are difficult to identify that. Here we have dark colors and somewhere it is blue color. It is difficult to identify. You can click edit colors. Here you can change the different colors. For example, orange, blue, design we can change it into stepped colors. Stepped means 5 different colors. Instead of 5, if I keep it as 15, then we'll get the 15 different colors. Click apply and click OK. Now we can get these 15 colors. So whichever country is more darker, which is more number of cases. New York, more number of cases. Then New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, and Losino, California, Washington. So these are all more number of cases we have. So that is the way we can visualize the data. We can pictorially we can visualize that. So this is the way we can do the geographic mapping. Then let me show you one more file, one more analysis. If you want to go to home page, you can click here in the dashboard home page, and here you can see if you want to go to Excel file, or if you want to load again the CSV file, you can click here Office Supply. So in the Office Supply we can click open. So here we have different columns like order date, region, representative, item, units, unit price. We have different columns. So here if you click plus, it open the new sheet. Here you can see the different dimensions and different variables like measures. The variable which is listed out under dimension, those are all categorical variable. The variable which is listed out under measures, those are all continuous variable. Okay, let me move the variable into, for example, in this data there are different representatives, different employees. Representative is nothing but employees. Different employees and different region. There are 3 different regions are there, like east, west, central. There are 3 different regions and different representatives. The company want to analyze which region, which employee is performing very well. The company want to give the bonus to the employees with respect to region wise. Region wise, who is the best performer, the company want to give the bonus. Okay, so here there is a representative is there, so we can move the representatives so into column. Whenever you are moving the variable into column, the column variable is represents in the x-axis. Whichever variable you are going to move it in the y-axis, that variable is represents in the row box. So whichever variable we are moving into the row box, that is for y-axis, the variable which is moving in the column box, that is represents in the x-axis. Okay, now in the column box there is a representative is there, and there is another variable called units. This units I'm going to move it into the row. Now we are getting the bar graph. So each and every representative, I'm getting the bar graph, that is how many units they sold. Each representative, how much units they sold. So here if you look into that, Richard, the more number of units sold is Richard. Okay, and Alex, next to Richard, Alex is another number of units. Then next to that, Bill. Then we have Matthew. Then Raquel and Susan and all. Okay, so we can see the which representative is performing very well. Okay, but number of units doesn't mean that he is performing very well, right? This is number of units. So some representative they may sold more number of units, some representative they may sold less number of units. Based on the number of units, we can't conclude that they are the best performer, because when it finding the best performer, we need to look into the sales only. But sales is not given here. Then how to find the best performer? See here, let me give an example. Sales is nothing but what? Sales is nothing but number of units sold multiplied by unit price. For example, here Nick, he sold 29 units. Each unit is around 2 rupees. So 29 into 2, 58. If you look into here Smith, he sold only 2 units, but the price is around 125. So 2 into 125, 250 rupees. Here it is 58 rupees. So here it is 58 rupees. And here it is 250 rupees. Here 58 rupees and here it is 250 rupees. But the number of units sold is very less only here. Okay, number of units sold is very less number of units. And here if you look into that, the Nick is 29 units, but sales is very less. But here sales is very low. So sales is high, but unit is less. So based on the unit we can't conclude. We need to find the sales. Sales is nothing but number of unit multiplied by unit price is sales. So how to find? Can right click, create calculated field. So you can give sales. So sales is nothing but number of unit multiplied by unit price. Number of unit multiplied by unit price is a sales. Then we can click apply, then click OK. So there is a sales is there. We can move the sales into row box. See here, unit wise who is high? Richard. But when it looks to sales, sales wise who is high? Matthew and Susan, these two peoples. So we don't want units here. Units you can drag it and drop it here. We can keep only sales. If you look into the sales wise who is high? Matthew and Susan. Almost both are giving the same value. So let me apply the label, the sales into label box. Okay, so now we can see the value. Who is high? Matthew. Okay, all the representatives are in same color, so we can apply different colors. Representative, we can move it into color box. Representative, we can move it into color box. So different representative is in different colors. We can do the formatting, the label. Here can format, and here font you can increase to 12, bold, you can bold, color we can give blue, and alignment, if you want to change it into vertical, can change it into vertical form, can give the numbers, it is sales, so currency, and decimal point is 0, and if you want to change the units, 1000 units also we can change. So this is a way we can represent the diagram. This is bar graph. So bar graph is used when x-axis is categorical and y-axis is continuous. That's why we go for bar graph. So next, what is our goal? Our goal is we need to find the representative who is performing very well with respect to region wise we need to find. So here the Matthew is a high performer, which is for all the region. So there are 3 different regions are there. We need to find with respect to region wise. So this region we can move it into the column box. It's divided based on the region wise. Central, east, west, and all we can represent the region wise, we can represent that. Okay, now if you move region into colors, we can see different regions are represented in different colors, central, east, west, and all. So if you want to find the best performer, you can arrange the value in ascending order or descending order. Descending means high to low, ascending means low to high. We can arrange ascending to descending, you can arrange. So this is descending order. In the central region, the high performer is Matthew, whereas in the east region, high performer is Susan. In the west, high performer is James. So we can represent that which region is representing, so which region is performing which representative, we can represent in a pictorial form. Okay, that is a bar graph. This is called clustered bar graph. Clustered means, so when we have more than one categorical variable, we go for clustered bar graph. Okay. So that is the way we can represent. Okay, so let me move to another sheet. If I want to load another file, we can go to home page. Here I'm clicking this Excel. I'm just selecting the file name called long-term unemployment statistics. If I click open, I can see the information in that file. Okay, I can see the information. So these are all the informations we have. So if you see that, we can see there are different columns like age, gender, period means time period, unemployed. Okay, we can see that. If I click new sheet, here there is a variable name called period. This period we can move it into column, and unemployed we can move it into row. So we can see, so in 2005 the more number of unemployed, 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we can see the yearly wise we can represent, or if you see it in the month wise, we can see January how many are unemployed, February, March, April, May, June, July and all. This is month wise. If you want to see year wise, you can click here, or year and month both. If you want, you can click this. See that in the 2005 January in the 2005 January, so in the 2005 February, then March, April, May, June, July, we can represent that. We can represent the visualization. We can understand so there are more number of unemployed in the year of 2010, April 2010. The more number of unemployment is there in the year of 2010. In the month April 2010, only more number of unemployed. And if you move the gender into color, you can see that with respect to male, if you look into that, compared to women, the more number of unemployment is there in the men category only. In the compared to women, the men, as a more number of unemployment is there in the men only. So we can visualize that. Instead of gender, we can move age into color box. Age. We can see the multiple line graph. So this is more congested. This is more congested. So it is difficult to analyze, right? It is difficult to analyze when we have more line. So we can change the perspective of the graph. We can change from line graph to area chart like this. Now you can see the line graph into area chart we changed. And this legend, if you want, you can move it here. And this age, you can move it into label. You can see that. So different colors, different age category. By looking into that, the more number of unemployment is happen in the year between 25 to 34 years. These categories only more number of unemployed is there. Okay, more number of unemployment. Then 45 to 54, the more number of unemployment is having in this category. Okay, so likewise we can visualize now. You can apply the filters. For example, age wise, if you apply filter, you can apply filter and click OK. We can click show filter. You can uncheck also like this. You can uncheck. Okay, particular category only if you want, you can see, or if you want change the multiple values into drop down, you can change it into drop down particular category. If you want to view, we can view that. Okay, we can view like this, or single value list like this. If you want to see only single value, we can see, or single value slider like this. So slider means one category. So we can see that. This is called filter. Okay, likewise we can create. This is called area chart. We can convert line graph into area chart. We can convert. Now you can go to the home page. If you want to load another file, for example, Amazing Mart EU. So if I want to load this file, I can see the informations. So see here, there is a information I can see. So here you can see the informations. Okay, so you can see the information here. You can just load the list of orders. So these are all the different columns are available in this particular table. And also we can move the order breakdown. If you move the another table, automatically we can apply the joins. See that there is a joins applied: inner join, left join, right join, full outer join. So we can see the different types of joins we applied. So once we applied, automatically it applied joins. Inner join means common record, left means left hand side list of orders, right means order breakdown, full means both the table gets combined. Okay, that is inner join. So inner, left, right and full outer join we can see, we can represent that. Okay, we can represent the inner, left, right and full and all we can see that, right. Next, if I go to the next sheet, so here I'm just dragging the variable name called, see that now we used two sheets. One is list of orders and order breakdown. So corresponding to those table columns are listed out here, and order breakdown variables in the measures both to the table, the continuous variable is listed out here, whereas the categorical variable is listed out under dimension, the continuous variable is listed out under measures. So I'm just dragging the variable name called country. This country I'm just dragging into this workplace, and sorry, this is state. Let me load country. So country I'm just moving here. So once I moved, we can get the dot points, dot graph. And if you click show me option, we can change the dot map into field map. You can click this field map and you can see the different colors, the borders. You can apply the country into colors. You can see the different country with the different colors, right. So these all the countries are belongs to EU nation, European Union. If you want to see the label, you can move the country into label. You can see, or wait a minute, for example the country we need to move it into label. We can see the label. Previously I moved the state, that's why more number of states. So now we have country. So this is EU nation. EU nation. We can give the sheet name. So once we give the sheet name, we can get the title of the sheet here. Automatically it reflect here the sheet name. Next, this is the color which is just randomly it is plotted. Do you think this color is giving any meaningful inference? No, right? We need to make the colors into more meaningful way. So let me change, let me move this. There is a variable name called profit. The profit variable, if I move it into color box, the color gets changed. See that if the country is in the negative color, that is a orange color, which is the loss. If the country is having blue color, which is more positive, see that Germany, Switzerland and Spain, UK, these are all the countries are more profit, whereas Sweden and Ireland and also we have this country is called Netherlands. This is called Netherlands. So and there is a Portugal. So if you want to move change this into colors, so we can move with the Portugal and Germany, or blue colors are profit, orange colors are loss. We can represent like this. Okay. So next let me move to the another sheet, and there is a variable name called sales. Let me move the sales variable into for example the sales variable I'm just moving into column. Profit, let me move it into row. I have the whole values, that is whole profit and whole sales we can see. So instead of analysis, so here instead of total value, let me see the individual value. So if you uncheck the aggregate measures, I can see the individual values, each and every individual value. So if you move the customer name into detail, you can see the each and every customer, how much is a profit and the sales we can represent easily. And let me move the profit variable into color. See that, so the blue colors are in the profit, orange colors are in the loss. So this is with respect to sales wise analysis. We can analyze the sales. So let me go to another sheet. The sales is a variable. I'm just moving into a row, and there is a subcategory, the product wise. If you see that the subcategory, the more number of sales in which subcategory, bookcases, copiers, phones, storage. So these are all different categories, subcategories sales. So this subcategories we can move it into color box. We can see different colors, different sales. And I want to group subcategory into category. So let me move the category into column box. So here there are the different categories like furniture, office supply, technology. We have 3 different categories, and we can arrange the value. So we can arrange in the descending order. So we can arrange in the descending order. So we can, by looking into this, we can say bookcases. 1 minute. So you can see that, so under furniture case, the bookcases are more number of sales, whereas in the office supply, storage is a more sales, whereas in the technology the more sales is copiers. Okay, likewise we can group, or if you want to apply color with respect to category wise, we can apply this. Okay, likewise we can visualize. Let me move one more sheet. This is with respect to category wise. So category wise we can see. So if I want to combine all these sheet into one place, I can make the dashboard. Let me create one more sheet. So there is a variable name called sales. sales I just moved into row, and there is a country. If you look into that country wise, the more sales is in the France, then next Germany, then UK. So these are all the countries, more number of sales. If I want to group with respect to region, we can move this region into here, and we can apply region into color. We can see that in the central region the more sales in the France, whereas in the north the more sales in the UK. In the south, both Italy and Spain almost having the same sales. So this is with respect to region wise, we can analyze that. Okay, so we can create another sheet like sales. We can move the variable sales. We can move the sales, and also the subcategory wise we can represent. Also there is a segment we can move it here. So by looking into that we can get to know. So in almost all the subcategory, the customer segment only more sales is there. Okay, we can visualize like this. So this is with respect to subcategory or segment wise. Okay, we can segment that. So these are all the different visualizations we created. If I combine all the sheet into one place, I can go for dashboard. So in that we need to click new dashboard. We can combine all the sheet into one dashboard. How? So let me move this EU nation here, the first sheet. Then there is a sales I'm keeping here, and category I'm moving here, and region I'm moving here, and segment I'm just keeping here. And this legends, if you don't want, we can close it. So we can close this legends. Okay, now we can expand. If you increase the size of the dashboard, we can increase. So like this, we can maximize the dashboard size also. We can increase that. So we can increase the dashboard size. We can increase. So we can increase that. So we have the multiple sheet we combined. And is this dashboard is interactive? No, there is no interactive. See here, if I click here, there is no changes in the other sheet. If I click UK, there is no changes in other sheet. Okay, so how to make this dashboard into more interactive way? How? So just go to dashboard, click action, and add action, filter. Here you can move EU nation. EU nation you can keep it as source. Remaining sheet we can keep it as a target. And here you can click select. Okay. Then you can click OK. Then click OK. Now if you click UK, the graph gets changed, right? If you click Sweden, if you click Norway, Germany, and France, Spain, the different countries gets changed. So far we click one country. If you want to go for multiple country, we can go for lasso selection. How we can go for lasso selection? Can click here. There is the lasso selection option is there. You can click the lasso selection. You can select multiple countries. So multiple countries. This is the south or north or central. In the central regions we can select. So accordingly the graph gets updated, right? So likewise we can make. So if you want to make it in the presentation mode, we can click window, click presentation, and so the graph gets updated. Okay, so this is called um, the dashboard, interactive dashboard. So instead of this clicking the multiple sheet, instead of making this dashboard, in the sheet itself we can make by using the tooltip concept. So let me go to this EU nation. Okay, there is a tooltip option is there. You can click tooltip and click enter. There is insert sheet. Let me click sales and insert with respect to segment. Okay, now if I click OK, see here, automatically the graph gets updated. See that? The graph, you can see the graph gets updated. So this country, if you want to edit this tooltip, you can go here, you can remove this, and you can remove, you can give save, enter, you can make it bold, and the color you can give it is brown, and if you want to increase as 14, the size you can increase, and if you want to decrease the width, we can decrease into 200, and here width you can decrease 200. You can change this as let me change it into Arial black, so which will give you bold. Then click OK. Now see that. So now you can visualize it, right? If you want to increase the width, we can increase the width also. Let me change it into 350. 350. Okay, see that now we can increase that. So this is without creating dashboard. So we are making the tooltip wise itself, we can create this. This is called tooltip analysis in the Spain, in the Portugal, in the Spain, okay, Sweden and Norway, Finland and Germany, and there is a country name called Germany, UK, and all we can represent. This is called a we can create the dashboard through tooltip itself. Okay, likewise there are multiple concepts are there. We will learn in detail in our AI program, artificial intelligence and ML program is there. We are going to launch sooner. We will see you soon. We will discuss lot of real-time example, lot of case studies, more interactive way we are going to discuss. So that's all about today's session. Hope you enjoyed today. So today we created the geographic location mapping in the Tableau. We created bar graph, clustered bar graph, line graph, area chart, mapping, and scatter plot, clustered bar graph, okay, clustered and stacked bar graph, dashboard, and also we discussed about the tooltip. There are multiple concepts are there. We will discuss each and every concepts in detail in our regular session. So we'll see you soon in our regular session, right? Thank you. You can post any queries you have. You can post your queries. So I'll handle your doubts. Okay. Thank you then. We'll see you soon. Thank you.